Hello again, YouTube. Welcome to my part two of my mega dollar bin haul. These are I went to it's a big giant sale they have around here, one of the shops. Um, so I went out to this place was huge, uh, but full of dollar books, and they were all alphabetized too, so that made it excellent. So this is part two. Just got a mixed match of a bunch of stuff. Got in my last video, I shared the Bat books I got, the Daredevil books, and the Swamp Thing books. But these are just bits and pieces of everything. So we'll start off with the books that I bought. Preacher number 16. John DaCosta said this was the first appearance of something. I just can't quite remember what it was though. So can't wait to read it. Next up, there were so many detective books I didn't have a chance to look through them all. I was just running out of time. But this one caught my eye, so I ended up picking up this issue. It's Catwoman and Batman versus Green Arrow and Black Canary because you demanded it. But as soon as I saw this cover, I was like, wow. I was like, this is something I want to read. Next up is Superman issue 13. I just liked all the action figures on there. I thought it was pretty cool. I think it's the first appearance of the new Toyman. I'm not sure. I think I remember reading it somewhere, but I was just one of those issues I was that I had on my want list for a while, just because I remember seeing it back in the day. So. Also picked up Green Lantern issue 49. Classic cover right there. So I need part one of this storyline though, because I also picked up part 3 with all of its glow in the dark goodness. And it all ends here. So I have issue 48. I have issue 47. Yeah, so I need 48, 49, 50, and now I'm 51 also. So not too many Green Lantern books I want from volume 3, but I pretty much got all the ones that I want now. So another series I'm trying slowly but surely collecting is Wolverine. It's issue 5. This is a book I'd like to get the first like 25, 30 issues of. Because I remember reading them back in when I was younger and stuff like that, and I just always enjoyed them. Now I'm a huge Wolverine fan. Not a huge X fan, but I do enjoy some X-Men stuff, but I think I got a couple X books in here too, so. There's another issue that's been on my radar for a while. It's Wolverine issue 88. Guest starring Deadpool. I've seen this in a bunch of guys' videos, so I had it marked on my want list for, about a year now, a year or two. Yeah, I also picked up The Flash, issue 1. I figured it was the first issue. I just pick it up, give it a try, see if it's any good or anything like that. Never really a big Flash guy, even though I say I'm a DC guy. I'm more of a Gotham guy, and by Gotham I mean Batman. So got the Dark Knight right there representing. But I always enjoyed DC's characters like Superman. So speaking of Superman, I'm almost done completing this run, the Azzarello Jim Lee run. I got issue 211. Probably one of my favorite covers there. Superman going up against Wonder Woman. Yeah. I think I need 2 more issues of that. So of that run, I think it's issues 2. I think I need issue 213 and 215. Then the one I just, since it was $1, I just decided to give it a try. It was Alpha Flight. It's the first issue, so have no idea what it's about except for Captain Canada right there. Or was it Kanaka? Yeah, it's Kanaka. That's right. There's only one captain. Captain America. But yeah, I bought a couple issues, a couple videos ago. It was a part of the Acts of Vengeance storyline with Red Skull and Magneto, and I really enjoyed it. So I decided to pick up these other two issues. I think this is all part of the same storyline. But I picked up issue 369 of Captain America and issue 370. I figure, hey, if I don't like it, it's only $1. Another set I'm almost pretty much getting complete here. Or almost pretty much have complete. I need 3 more issues. It's All-Star Superman that's issue number 8. It's been a long time trying to get this set complete. I think I need issue 3, 3, 5, and 9. I'm not sure, but I'll be trying to make a want list here if anybody got something to trade for. I mean, but I really like to get this completed so I can read the whole story. It's really starting to get out of hand now. I picked up, here's a couple X books too. I picked up X-Men issue 25. Heard a lot about this issue from the YouTube community, so it's one of them books that's been on my radar, and I finally found it for real cheap. And it's the Gambit hologram on there. Also picked up this cover. I thought it was this comic, because the cover is really cool on it. It's issue 200, and it just Magneto in handcuffs there. So yeah, might be an interesting story. So I have no idea if this is probably the end of an arc, if anything. I also picked up Crisis on an Infinity Earth. Yeah, why can't I say it? Infinity Earth, issue 7. Jeez. But yeah, I picked up issue 8 last month, so I got the two of the cooler looking issues. I already got the trade paperback, so I'm not really trying to collect the whole series here, unless I find them for dirt cheap like I did this. This was on my radar also, so it's nice when your books that you collect are always on your radar from when you were growing up and stuff, and they're always dollar bin fodder. So I also picked up New Mutants 88. I think it's the second appearance of Cable, and I also picked up issue 99. So I had these all when I was younger too. It's one of the deals where I traded them away. So, but it's just nice to getting this back in my collection. I'm not sure if it's the first, because I always liked that character Shatterstar. He was always one of my favorites, but I'm not sure if that's his first appearance or not. Book that I've never owned, and I'm finally glad to have it. This has been like one of those books that every time I go into a comic shop, I look in their back issues, and this issue is always missing. So part 2 is always there, but for some reason I could never find part 1, and I was so happy when I saw this. I was like, $1 all day long. And I picked up another issue of Spider-Man, issue number 1. I think I got the only one I need now is the gold. The second printing of Spider-Man, the first one, and then I'll have I think almost all the covers except for the platinum one, which I'll never own. So I'm not really trying to get up. But I got the 2 polybagged ones. Now I got the unbagged ones. So now I just need this second printing, and I'll be in good shape there. Let's see. So I was watching a couple of videos, and there's a couple guys that had Aliens vs Predator. I already had this issue from years ago, probably 97 and 96, or probably, I can't remember if it was that early or not, but I ended up picking out of like one of them bins for $1. So, and I was ready to get rid of it. It was in my box to just stuff out comics I want to get rid of. So, and I was like, I kept watching these guys' videos, and I swear to God, there was like 4 of you guys that had this this whole series, and I was like, man. And then I started seeing some of the other Phil Norwood covers on these books, and I was like, that is really nice looking book. So I ended up finding them there. So I ended up picking them all up. I mean, just look at this. It's issue 1 and 3 there. I already had issue 2. Just stunning. So I can't wait to read this whole, like, there's an issue 0. So if anybody knows anything about that whole series, is issue 0 important for the whole storyline? I just started issue 1. Because I know Dark Horse sometimes does their stuff a little bit different. I'm not a huge Dark Horse fan, but I'm not sure if they just started 0 or what. Next up, I got Green Arrow issue 1. This is to replace my signed copy, so I'm happy to have that again. I think I said in one of my last videos, once I get a comic signed, it's out of my collection and into a different collection, I guess. So if I get a book signed out, I have to replace it. And this book here, Superman issue 775. I see this on a lot of the videos too. So I was just thinking wanted to find out what the hoopla was about. So it was $1, so I picked it up. It's got a pretty cool Tim Bradstreet cover, but so really interested to see what that's all about. So I've been going through my books here lately, just separating stuff I don't want anymore, just stuff I do want. And as I'm going through my books, I'm like finding all these Amazing Spider-Mans and stuff like that. I was like, wow, I got a pretty decent size, or pretty nice collection for somebody that doesn't collect Amazing Spider-Man since I was like, 15 or 16. So I was like, yeah. My daughter likes Spider-Man a lot, so I was like, I was gonna get rid of them all. I was like, I'll just keep them. But then I went to this show. Then I started finding all my McFarlane books and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm just gonna piece together this, see what I get, and how far I can get just on the cheap. So I ended up picking up a couple of Amazing Spider-Man books there too. Picked up issue 286. That's part of the Gang War storyline. I just remember the Punisher one. That's the only one I remember. So that's gonna be one of my next purchases there. Issue 287, or I'm sorry, 287 with Daredevil. So yeah, I think I got close to almost. I mean, it's not a lot, but I got over 100 issues of Spider-Man for somebody that never really collect. I just through trades and everything like that. So then I was able to find a couple of $1 McFarlane ones. I got issue 321. So I'm just trying to put the put the McFarlane set together, just because it was a huge deal back in the day, and I just really enjoyed it. So, and I just think he's one of a great artist. So, and I also picked up issue 328. So it looks like the Hulk getting punched in the sack here. But yeah, I'm a huge Todd McFarlane fan. I shouldn't say a huge Todd McFarlane fan. I'm a huge fan of his Spider-Man work, and I really never got into Spawn. But I really love his Spider-Man work. So that was there, and I'm flipping through there. I'm like, yeah, I have issue 330. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick up issue 331. The Punisher's on the cover, and he was on the other cover there. So I remember that story. It's been years since I read that issue, so I'm going to be breaking them out again and rereading them. I picked up issue 332. So that was my Amazing Spider-Man. I think I got one more to show, but I'll just show it in order here. So I was like digging through there, and I was like, I remember this storyline too. It's really heard nothing but great things about this storyline, so I picked it up. It's a Web of Spider-Man issue 31. Just the Mike Zeck covers alone are just worth it for me. So I picked up Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. That's part 3. I'm missing part 2 of this storyline. I picked up Web of Spider-Man issue 32. And Amazing Spider-Man issue 294. And the conclusion of the story. So I need part 2. So I know I can get it for like $3, so nothing's gonna escape me for too long. So I can actually read this whole storyline. But that's a spectacular Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man issue 132. So happy to have these in my collection. Like I said, I've heard nothing but great stuff about this. So it's going to be nice to finally read it. And of course, I found another issue of X-Force number 2 for $1. Second appearance of Deadpool. If anybody needs a copy, let me know. I also picked up Batman issue number 2 there for $1. I figure if anybody needs it, I got a copy here for your collection. It's got 2 little dings on it right there, but I think I'll make a trade video eventually. But if anybody needs it, please let me know. Rather trade it to somebody that needs it than just have it sit around here. So, alright guys, that's my huge haul. Thanks for watching. It's probably one of my longer videos. Try to keep them under 10 minutes, but today just going on so long. So I got a lot of new subscribers. I think it's like 4 or 5. So thanks again. Appreciate it. I should have my Batman top 10 video coming out hopefully by the weekend. And I also got another Silver Age, Bronze Age haul. I just picked them up today actually. So a lot of books lately. I think I got one more sale to go to, and then that'll be it till December. Gonna probably back off a little bit in November. By my pull list is starting to shrink too, so I'm just gonna start. Pretty much, I'll be trying to get down to like 8 titles there. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.